In this video, I will be showing you how to install the Bing Profit Planner. So depending upon which version you have purchased, you will see a zip file which will be either Bing Profit Planner Pro, Bing Profit Planner Lite, or Bing Profit Planner Trial. So the first thing that you need to do is unzip the zip file. Now I've already covered in one of the other installation video that you need to first install Microsoft .NET Framework 3.5, and I've also shown the link as to from where to install the same, because the software needs the .NET Framework to work. Another important thing is that you should always turn off your antivirus, because the antivirus may raise a false positive and it may think that the software is some kind of virus, but it is not. So either you can give permission to the antivirus that the software is safe and it can be installed, which also I have shown in another video, like as to how, because every antivirus is different. So this one is Windows Defender. I mean, there are many other antiviruses like Norton antivirus, so you have to make sure that your antivirus is off. And all you have to do is simply double click this setup file, and you can install it in the folder. Like, you can either install in the default folder or you can choose your own, and simply click the install button. Now once the software is installed, and you will be able to see one shortcut in desktop also. I just copied it from the desktop to this folder. And there's a very important step that you need to keep in mind here. You should not directly start the software, like you should not double click the software, but you need to right click the software and run as an administrator, because if not, once you enter the email and license key, you may see some error, like, because in some of the machines, if you don't run as an administrator, it gives an error. So just right click the software and choose run as administrator. And this is a way you always need to start the software. Instead of starting it directly, always right click the software and run it as an administrator. Now you will have received an email with the license key, so you need to check your email. You would have received an email from noreply@mad@marketing.com, and in that you would have received an email and a license key. So now I'm going to enter email and license key. So once you enter the email and the license key that you received, and you simply click the submit button, you will see that the software will now start. So as you can see, it is no rocket science to install and run the Bing Profit Planner software. But if you just keep in mind in these two things, like to turn off your antivirus, and always right click the software and run it as an admin, the software will not cause any issues in terms of installation and starting. And also make sure that you install the .NET Framework 3.5, because the software will need the .NET Framework. And in case you don't receive the license key for some reason, because we are having some issues with AOL and Hotmail, then don't worry, because whenever you make a purchase from Warrior Plus or any other platform, instantly in our database your license is created. So if you just send a mail to our support, we will be able to look up your license in our database and be able to send you the license. But 90% of the cases you will receive that email. And even in case you face any issues in terms of figuring out how to install the software, and you're having some difficulty, then once again don't hesitate to get in touch with us, and we'll make sure that you are able to install the software and be able to use it. And one more thing I want to mention is, if you're uninstalling the software, although you uninstall from the control panel, there will be always a folder that remains in your initial installation path. So make sure that you also delete this folder, because this will ensure that your license key is completely removed from the system in case you are going to uninstall and reinstall the software again.